At times you can definitely feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, but more than anything, like, to me, like, this is fun. Like, it's a game. Like, just enjoy it. Like, how lucky am I?
Phoenix, that was my home for 6 years. I created a lot of fond memories and relationships. I'm happy to be here in Indiana. They're just another team that's in our way to where we want to be.
Behind closed doors at the Indiana Pacers facility, 3 basketball legends gathered for what insiders are calling the most significant announcement in women's basketball history. Caitlin Clark, the WNBA's rookie sensation who transformed an entire league. Sophie Cunningham, the fierce competitor who's never backed down from anyone. And Larry Bird, the Boston Celtics icon whose basketball wisdom spans generations. Together, they're about to reveal something that could change the trajectory of professional basketball forever. The secrecy surrounding this meeting has been absolute, with only select team officials present and strict confidentiality agreements in place. But what could unite these 3 basketball lines from different eras and backgrounds? What announcement could be so groundbreaking that it required the ultimate basketball legend to come out of retirement from public appearances? The ripple effects of this revelation threaten to reshape everything we thought we knew about the future of basketball. The landscape of women's professional basketball stands at a pivotal moment in its evolution, driven by unprecedented growth in viewership, attendance, and commercial success that has fundamentally altered how the sport is perceived and consumed by mainstream audiences. This transformation represents decades of gradual progress, suddenly accelerating into mainstream cultural relevance that extends far beyond traditional sports demographics. The WNBA, founded in 1997, spent its first 2 decades building a foundation of competitive excellence while struggling to achieve the commercial success and media attention that would validate its place in American professional sports culture. The league's early years were characterized by passionate but limited fan bases, modest television contracts, and financial challenges that required significant subsidies from the NBA to maintain operations across 12 franchises scattered throughout major metropolitan markets. Players during this foundational period often supplemented their WNBA salaries with overseas play during the off-season, creating year-round basketball careers that demonstrated their commitment to the sport despite limited domestic earning opportunities. The gradual evolution of women's basketball began gaining momentum through the 2010s as social media platforms provided new opportunities for player personality development and fan engagement that didn't depend entirely on traditional media coverage. Players began building personal brands through social media presence, community involvement, and advocacy for social justice causes that resonated with younger demographics increasingly interested in athlete activism and authentic personality expression. Television coverage of women's basketball also evolved during this period, with networks recognizing the potential for programming that appealed to underserved audiences seeking diverse sports content. The success of college women's basketball tournaments, particularly March Madness, demonstrated the commercial viability of women's basketball when properly promoted and presented to mainstream audiences. Corporate sponsors gradually increased their investment in women's basketball, as brands recognized the value of associating with female athletes who represented empowerment, diversity, and authentic connection with consumers across multiple demographic categories. This increased commercial interest created opportunities for enhanced marketing, better facilities, and improved player compensation that contributed to rising competitive standards throughout the league. The arrival of generational talents began accelerating these trends, with players who combined exceptional basketball ability with marketable personalities and the potential to transcend traditional sports audience boundaries. These breakthrough players created cultural moments that introduced women's basketball to audiences who had never previously considered following the sport regularly. Caitlin Clark's emergence as a cultural phenomenon represents the culmination of these gradual trends, suddenly crystallizing into mainstream breakthrough success that has redefined what's possible for women's basketball in terms of audience reach, commercial value, and cultural impact. Her journey from Iowa College basketball star to WNBA phenomenon illustrates how individual excellence can catalyze broader systematic change when timing, talent, and opportunity converge perfectly. Clark's college career at the University of Iowa established new benchmarks for women's basketball popularity and media coverage that provided a preview of her potential professional impact. Her dynamic playing style, competitive intensity, and ability to make spectacular plays from anywhere on the court created appointment television that drew casual sports fans into regular viewing habits. The Iowa women's basketball program experienced unprecedented growth in attendance, merchandise sales, and media attention during Clark's tenure, demonstrating her ability to elevate everything around her through individual excellence and magnetic personality. Her transition to the WNBA represented a crucial test of whether college basketball success could translate into professional impact that would sustain and expand the momentum generated during her amateur career. The Indiana Fever, historically one of the league's less successful franchises, provided the perfect laboratory for measuring Clark's transformative potential in a professional environment with established veteran players and traditional organizational culture. The immediate results exceeded even the most optimistic projections, with Clark's rookie season generating statistical achievements, commercial success, and cultural impact that shattered previous WNBA records and established new baseline expectations for what star players could accomplish in terms of league-wide influence. Her ability to fill arenas, generate television ratings, and create social media engagement provided concrete evidence that women's basketball could achieve mainstream commercial success when supported by transcendent individual talent. The statistical foundation of Clark's professional success includes averaging 19.2 points, 8.44 assists and 5.7 rebounds per game during her rookie season, while leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance since 2016. These numbers represent significant individual achievement, but their broader impact stems from how they were achieved through spectacular plays, clutch performances, and competitive moments that created viral content and memorable television experiences. Her assist totals set new WNBA rookie records while demonstrating court vision and basketball intelligence that elevated teammates' performance and made the entire Fever organization more competitive and entertaining to watch. The combination of individual scoring ability and team-first playmaking created a playing style that appealed to both casual fans attracted to highlight real moments and serious basketball enthusiasts who appreciated strategic excellence and team basketball. Clark's three-point shooting range and willingness to attempt shots from extraordinary distances created signature moments that translated perfectly to social media highlight packages and television replay segments that introduced her style to audiences far beyond traditional basketball viewership. These moments became cultural touchstones that extended her influence beyond sports into broader entertainment and social media conversations. The commercial impact of Clark's presence transformed the Indiana Fever from one of the WNBA's least visible franchises into its most successful commercial entity, with season ticket sales increasing by over 400% and home games consistently selling out Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the same arena used by the NBA's Indiana Pacers. This transformation demonstrated the potential for individual players to dramatically alter franchise economics and create sustainable business models for women's professional basketball. Road game attendance throughout the WNBA also experienced dramatic increases when the Fever visited, with multiple franchises reporting sold-out crowds for games featuring Clark that previously might have struggled to fill half their arenas. This league-wide impact illustrated how individual star power could benefit the entire WNBA ecosystem rather than simply helping one franchise achieve success at the expense of others. Television viewership for WNBA games featuring Clark regularly exceeded 1 million viewers, with several broadcasts reaching over 2 million viewers and establishing new benchmarks for women's professional basketball media consumption. These numbers attracted attention from advertisers, broadcast partners, and corporate sponsors who had previously viewed women's basketball as a niche market with limited mainstream appeal. The social media metrics surrounding Clark's professional debut were equally impressive, with her content-generating engagement numbers that rivaled established NBA stars and demonstrated the potential for women's basketball players to build significant personal brands through authentic personality expression and exceptional athletic performance. Sophie Cunningham represents a different but equally important archetype within the modern WNBA landscape, embodying the competitive intensity, leadership qualities, and advocacy commitment that defined the league's veteran core during this period of unprecedented growth and cultural transformation. Her role within this evolving basketball ecosystem extends far beyond individual statistical contributions to encompass broader leadership responsibilities and advocacy work that shapes league culture and player empowerment initiatives. Throughout her professional career with the Phoenix Mercury, Cunningham has established herself as one of the WNBA's most reliable and versatile players, averaging 8.1 points and 3.22 rebounds per game while serving crucial roles on championship-ending teams that have maintained competitive excellence over multiple seasons. Her three-point shooting accuracy and defensive intensity make her a valuable contributor whose impact often exceeds traditional statistical measurements. Cunningham's leadership extends significantly beyond in-court performance to encompass her involvement in player association activities, advocacy for improved working conditions and compensation, and her willingness to speak publicly about issues affecting women's professional basketball. Her voice within the player community carries weight due to her competitive credibility and her demonstrated commitment to advancing the collective interests of WNBA players. Her approach to competition combines fearless aggression with strategic intelligence that has earned respect from teammates, opponents, and basketball observers who appreciate her refusal to accept limitations based on gender or league affiliation. This competitive philosophy represents the broader WNBA culture of exceeding expectations and demanding recognition based on merit and performance excellence. The advocacy work that Cunningham has undertaken includes promoting player rights, supporting league growth initiatives, and using her platform to address broader social justice issues that resonate with WNBA audiences and align with the league's values of empowerment and equality. Her willingness to engage in these discussions demonstrates the multifaceted role that contemporary WNBA players assume as both athletes and cultural influences. Questions arise about how Cunningham's leadership qualities, competitive experience, and advocacy background might position her for involvement in initiatives that bridge different levels of basketball or create new opportunities for cross-gender collaboration and knowledge sharing within the broader basketball community. The potential for veteran leaders like Cunningham to work alongside emerging superstars like Clark represents intergenerational collaboration that could maximize the benefits of both established credibility and breakthrough commercial success. This type of partnership could create sustainable models for continuing WNBA growth while maintaining the competitive excellence and cultural authenticity that define the league's identity. Larry Bird's involvement in any contemporary basketball initiative brings unparalleled credibility, historical perspective, and strategic wisdom that few other figures in basketball history could provide. His impact on the sport extends far beyond his legendary playing career to encompass successful coaching, executive leadership, and ongoing influence on basketball culture and strategic development throughout professional and amateur basketball. Bird's playing career with the Boston Celtics from 1979 to 1992 established him as one of the greatest competitors in NBA history with averages of 24, 3 points 10, 0 rebounds and 6.3 assists per game while winning 3 NBA championships and 3 consecutive MVP awards. His competitive intensity, basketball intelligence, and clutch performance ability created a legacy that continues influencing how excellence is defined and pursued in professional basketball. The transition from playing to coaching demonstrated Bird's deep understanding of basketball strategy and leadership development as he guided the Indiana Pacers to the NBA Finals in 2000 and earned Coach of the Year honors in 1998. This coaching success illustrated his ability to translate individual excellence into team development and organizational culture building that benefited multiple players and created sustainable competitive success. His subsequent role as president of basketball operations for the Indiana Pacers from 2003 to 2017 showcased his strategic thinking and organizational leadership abilities through successful drafting, player development, and team building that maintained competitive relevance over multiple seasons and coaching changes. His influence on the Pacers organization continues to resonate throughout the franchise's culture and operational approach. Bird's reputation for basketball wisdom and his connections throughout the sport make him a valuable mentor and advisor for players and organizations seeking to achieve excellence across all levels of competition. His involvement in any basketball initiative would bring credibility and attention that few other figures could provide. While his strategic insights could enhance the effectiveness and long-term sustainability of collaborative efforts, the Indiana connection that Bird shares with Caitlin Clark creates natural opportunities for mentorship, collaboration, and initiatives that could benefit both men's and women's basketball while honoring the state's rich basketball tradition and passionate fan culture. Indiana's basketball heritage includes some of the sport's most legendary moments and figures, creating an environment where cross-generational collaboration feels authentic and meaningful. Bird's deep roots in Indiana basketball from his childhood in French Lick through his association with Indiana State University and his long-term involvement with the Pacers organization provide authentic connections to the state's basketball culture that resonate throughout the community. His credibility within Indiana basketball circles could provide crucial support for initiatives aimed at bridging different levels and demographics within the sport. The shared Indiana connection between Bird and Clark creates opportunities for collaborative initiatives that celebrate the state's basketball heritage while embracing innovation and change that could benefit current and future participants. This combination of tradition and innovation represents the optimal approach for sustainable development that honors basketball history while creating new opportunities for growth and engagement. The evolution of cross-gender mentorship in professional basketball reflects broader trends toward knowledge sharing and collaborative development that could significantly benefit both men's and women's basketball through enhanced skill development, strategic innovation, and cultural exchange that strengthens the entire basketball community. Successful examples of cross-gender mentorship have already demonstrated the value of sharing knowledge across gender lines in professional sports. With NBA players and coaches working with WNBA players on skill development, strategy refinement, and professional development that benefits both parties through diverse perspectives and experiences. The expertise and experience of legendary players like Larry Bird could provide invaluable insights for current women's basketball players seeking to maximize their potential and navigate the challenges of professional sports careers. This mentorship could encompass both on-court skills development and off-court business development, media training, and career planning that extends beyond active playing careers. Women's basketball players bring unique perspectives and experiences that could also benefit men's basketball, including approaches to team chemistry, fan engagement, community involvement, and competitive intensity that have been successful in the WNBA environment. This bidirectional knowledge sharing could create mutual benefits that enhance both men's and women's basketball through collaborative learning and development. The potential for formal mentorship programs or collaborative initiatives involving multiple basketball personalities could create structured opportunities for knowledge transfer that maximizes benefits for all participants while respecting the distinct cultures and challenges of men's and women's professional basketball. Questions arise about how such programs might be organized, funded, and sustained to ensure long-term benefits that extend beyond individual relationships to create systematic improvements in player development, competitive excellence, and career preparation across all levels of basketball. The commercial success generated by Caitlin Clark's emergence has created new opportunities for business partnerships, endorsement deals, and collaborative ventures that could benefit multiple parties within the basketball community while advancing broader goals of gender equality and athletic excellence in professional sports. Corporate sponsors and business partners are increasingly interested in associating with successful women's basketball players and initiatives that demonstrate authentic commitment to diversity, inclusion, and competitive excellence. These partnerships create potential for collaborative ventures involving multiple basketball figures who can collectively provide more value than individual endorsement relationships. The growth of women's basketball has attracted investment and attention from business leaders who recognize opportunities for expansion, development, and innovation within the sport. These business interests could provide financial support and operational expertise for initiatives involving multiple basketball personalities working together on development projects. Larry Bird's business experience and connections throughout the sports industry, combined with the marketability of current WNBA stars like Clark and Cunningham, could create powerful partnerships that benefit both individual careers and the broader basketball community through shared resources and coordinated marketing efforts. Sports business analysts note that collaborative initiatives involving legendary figures and current stars often generate more attention and commercial success than individual efforts, creating incentives for multi-party partnerships and announcements that maximize media impact and business opportunities. The combination of established credibility, contemporary relevance, and diverse demographics represented by such collaborations could appeal to broader audience segments and create sustainable business models that support ongoing development initiatives within basketball. Media coverage and public interest in women's basketball have increased dramatically during recent years, creating platforms and audiences that provide unprecedented opportunities for basketball initiatives and announcements involving multiple high-profile figures from different eras and backgrounds. The involvement of legendary figures like Bird brings credibility and historical context that appeals to longtime basketball fans while also introducing younger audiences to basketball history and tradition. This cross-generational appeal maximizes media impact and public interest while creating educational opportunities that benefit basketball culture. Social media amplification of basketball content involving multiple high-profile figures can create viral moments that extend reach far beyond traditional basketball audiences, potentially introducing new fans to both men's and women's basketball through compelling personalities and inspiring collaborative stories. Strategic media coordination and announcement timing could maximize the impact of collaborative initiatives while ensuring that all participants benefit from increased attention and recognition. The modern media landscape provides multiple platforms and opportunities for sustained coverage that can maintain public interest beyond initial announcements. Questions arise about how collaborative media strategies might be developed to optimize coverage across different demographic groups and platform preferences while maintaining authentic messaging that reflects the genuine nature of basketball collaboration and development. The potential for media partnerships, documentary opportunities, and ongoing content creation could provide sustainable platforms for continuing collaboration and development work that extends the impact of initial announcements into long-term engagement and education. Player development represents one of the most promising areas for collaboration between different levels and eras of basketball, with the expertise of legendary players like Larry Bird combined with the contemporary experience of current players, creating unique training and development opportunities. Skills training programs that incorporate wisdom from different eras and playing styles could provide comprehensive development opportunities that address both fundamental basketball skills and modern strategic approaches to the game. This combination of traditional fundamentals with contemporary innovation could benefit players transitioning between different levels of competition. The basketball intelligence and strategic thinking of established legends combined with the current competitive experience of active professional players could create training methodologies that address multiple aspects of player development, from physical skills through mental preparation and professional readiness. Mentorship programs that pair experienced players with developing talent could address both on-court improvement and off-court professional development, including media training, business development, financial planning, and community involvement strategies that prepare players for successful careers both during and after their active playing years. Sports development experts note that collaborative training initiatives often produce superior results compared to individual efforts, as they provide diverse perspectives and experiences that address multiple aspects of athletic and professional development through comprehensive, well-rounded approaches. The potential for systematic player development programs that involve multiple generations of basketball expertise could create sustainable improvements in competitive excellence while also providing models that other sports and organizations might adopt for their own development initiatives. Community impact and youth development represent crucial areas where collaborative basketball initiatives involving high-profile players and legendary figures can generate significant positive influence throughout regions with strong basketball cultures and passionate fan bases. Community basketball programs benefit enormously from the involvement of recognizable figures who can attract attention, generate funding, and provide inspiration for young players seeking to develop their skills and pursue basketball opportunities at higher levels of competition. The combination of current stars and legendary players creates opportunities for comprehensive development programs that address different aspects of basketball education, from fundamental skills instruction through professional preparation and career development guidance that helps young players understand the full spectrum of basketball opportunities. Youth basketball development in regions like Indiana with strong basketball traditions and passionate community support provides ideal environments for initiatives that involve multiple generations of basketball figures working together to support player development and community engagement through authentic, sustained involvement. Questions arise about how collaborative community initiatives might be structured to maximize impact while ensuring sustainable support and long-term benefits for participating communities and developing basketball players who could benefit from access to diverse expertise and mentorship opportunities. The potential for scholarship programs, facility development, coaching education, and systematic youth development could create lasting legacies that extend far beyond individual careers or announcements to benefit multiple generations of basketball participants and community members. League development and expansion opportunities represent another significant area where collaboration between different levels of basketball expertise could contribute to strategic planning and operational excellence that benefits both men's and women's professional basketball organizations. WNBA expansion discussions have gained momentum due to increased popularity and commercial success demonstrated through recent growth in viewership, attendance, and corporate investment. These expansion opportunities could benefit from input and support from experienced basketball figures who understand league operations and development challenges. Cross-promotional initiatives between NBA and WNBA organizations could benefit both leagues through shared resources, expertise, and audiences while creating new opportunities for player development and fan engagement that maximize the collective impact of professional basketball. The business expertise and industry connections of figures like Larry Bird could provide valuable insights for league development initiatives. While current stars like Clark and Cunningham bring contemporary perspectives on player needs, fan engagement strategies, and competitive standards that influence operational decisions. Now, sports business analysts wonder whether collaborative initiatives might serve as models for future cooperation between men's and women's professional sports leagues, creating mutual benefits and shared resources that strengthen both organizations while advancing broader goals of gender equality in professional athletics. The potential for formal partnership agreements, shared marketing initiatives, joint player development programs, and coordinated community outreach could create systematic improvements that benefit multiple organizations while maximizing the impact of individual star power and legendary expertise. Technology and innovation in basketball continue expanding opportunities for enhanced player development, fan engagement, media coverage, and performance analysis that could benefit from collaborative development and shared expertise between different levels of basketball expertise and contemporary technological capabilities. Player development technology includes advanced analytics, virtual reality training systems, biomechanical analysis, and performance monitoring tools that could benefit from collaborative development involving traditional basketball wisdom and cutting-edge technological innovation that addresses both skill development and strategic understanding. Fan engagement technologies such as social media platforms, streaming services, interactive experiences, and virtual reality applications could be enhanced through collaborative content creation involving multiple basketball personalities and organizations that provide diverse perspectives and authentic engagement opportunities. The combination of historical basketball knowledge with contemporary technology and innovation could create unique training and development opportunities that bridge generational gaps while maximizing the benefits of both traditional wisdom and modern tools for systematic improvement. Questions arise about how technology integration might enhance collaborative basketball initiatives while ensuring that all participants benefit from innovation and development opportunities that respect both traditional basketball values and contemporary technological capabilities. The potential for developing proprietary training systems, educational content, fan engagement platforms, and performance analysis tools could create sustainable business opportunities while advancing basketball development and community engagement through innovative approaches that honor basketball tradition. The future implications of potential collaboration between figures like Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Larry Bird extend far beyond any individual announcement to encompass broader trends toward cross-gender cooperation, generational knowledge sharing, and systematic development that could influence the future trajectory of basketball at all levels. The success of such collaborative initiatives could establish precedents for future cooperation between men's and women's basketball that create sustainable models for other sports and organizations seeking to maximize their collective impact through coordinated efforts and shared resources. The involvement of legendary figures in contemporary basketball initiatives demonstrates the ongoing relevance of basketball history and tradition while embracing innovation and change that benefits current and future participants through authentic collaboration that honors the past while building toward an enhanced future. Long-term implications for basketball development include the potential for sustained mentorship programs, business partnerships, community initiatives, and league cooperation that continue generating benefits for multiple generations of basketball participants, fans, and community members who benefit from enhanced opportunities and resources. Sports analysts wonder whether current collaborative trends might lead to more formal structures for cooperation between different levels and organizations within basketball, creating sustained benefits that extend far beyond individual initiatives or announcements to influence systematic approaches to basketball development and community engagement. The potential for establishing foundations, educational institutions, training facilities, and ongoing programs could create lasting legacies that honor basketball tradition while embracing innovation and collaboration that benefits countless individuals and communities for decades to come. If you're as excited about these potential basketball developments as we are, go ahead and like this video. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think this collaboration between Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Larry Bird could involve? How important is cross-gender mentorship for the future of basketball? We want to hear your predictions about what this announcement might mean for the future of both men's and women's basketball. Then hit subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss our coverage of what could be the most significant basketball announcement in recent memory. Thanks for watching.